Toronto to Jersey.
I'm
Perfect.
videoing you go by there.
Sorry?
You just passed me.
Thursday, March 11th, 2021. 6:48, or basically 10 to 7 in the morning. And this past 3 days were a real test to my patience. So this is QW, Queen Elizabeth Way, eastbound. I'm just east of Hamilton, and there's going to be a lot of traffic, so I wanted to show you guys. But basically, I shut down at the border on the Canadian side Monday, 3 days ago. And because I was slightly over what my annual permit allows on 8 axles, I had to order a single trip permit, which was no big deal because my freight broker said they will compensate me for all permits and all escorts, you know, and so why not, right? So what's funny is that I needed this permit, and why I was heavier than normal is because I brought the booster. You know, if I just went on 8 axles like a quad trailer and short neck, I would be 60,000 pounds empty plus the excavator, 94, so I'll be 154, which is pretty tight, but my annual allows me 156,000 pounds on 8 axles. But you know, I'm used to this booster. It's a pain in the butt to unhook it and rehook it, but I don't know, this excavator is pretty, you know, 94,000, that's pretty big. It's not 70, it's not 80, it's 94. And so I took the booster just to cover my butt, so I thought, you know, this way I don't have to worry about my trailer. I'm never gonna overload the trailer, because 2 + 2, you get a lot of weight everywhere. And so yeah, that was not a problem in the States. Well, except Maryland did not like me, right? Gave me a ticket. But we're dealing with that. I have a lawyer, so I'm fighting that ticket. Fight, you know, never say yes unless you have a lawyer. But yeah, once you enter Canada, especially now, usually they allow you up to a factory rating of your axles, which in my case on the truck it's 23,000, so 46,000 is my tandem, right? But right now, because we are in the spring season, they only allow 10,000 kgs per axle, which is 22,000 pounds. So 44 on the tandem instead of 46. And I was not aware of this, right? And so I'm asking them for this weight, just extra 2,000 pounds on my gross weight, a little bit more on the, give me like more weight on the truck. And they say, no, we can only give you 22,000 per axle. And I said, what about my steer? Can you give me like more on the steer axle, like 20,000? And first off, they got to me, they started working on my application. So I submitted the application by email on Friday at 7 o'clock. So whole day Friday, nothing, right? The weekends don't count. Then Monday, nothing. Tuesday, I asked them Tuesday, I sent them an email, at least they were responding to emails. I said, can you please tell me what day applications are you working on today? And Tuesday morning they said, today we're working on applications received on March 4th, which was Thursday, right? And mine was submitted real early in the morning on Friday, so I thought, hey, I might get my permit Tuesday. But Tuesday rolls by, nothing. Wednesday morning comes in, I keep checking with them, and the email on Wednesday said they have a backlog. Surprise. So finally at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, I receive an email from somebody called Mia, M-I-A, Mia. And she writes, Sergei, I'm your permit processor. I see you have 3 issues on your application. First off, you cannot just write truck, you know, when you describe the axle, because there was a column there that said equipment type. And then the first column says axle number, and I have 8 axles, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then next column is equipment type. And I always, they never like what I write there. So I wrote truck. She doesn't like it. I wrote trailer, booster, right? No, you have to, and so she says, you have to write what type of an axle is this? Steer, pusher or lift, drives. Okay, I can do that. What the heck do I write about the trailer? And of course, you cannot call them. It would be so much easier if you can call them. But I tried calling them just to quickly fix this. And you get, after like 2 hours on hold, you get a call center. And I said, can you please email this? And she says, no, there's so many people in there, you know, we cannot. No, I said, but actually, when I called, I didn't have yet this lady Mia, right? So, but Mia writes to me directly from her email address, whereas usually it's like OO permits, MTO, like it's a generic address, but this one writes to me from her own email with her name. And so at least I was able to, you know, email her. But once she sent me that correction request, she was ignoring my questions, you know. So I said, okay. So and the worst part is that they insist on correcting everything in writing. So you cannot just tell them, hey, okay, I'm sorry, yeah, my bad, can you please correct that and just write steer, drive, lift, like maybe while we are on the phone. No, they don't do that. So you have to, this is like the only permit office I know that does this, where if they don't like something, you have to rewrite it. And I don't know if they do online ordering. Somehow I doubt it. I know you can do IRP, like the international plate, but permits. So you fill out this form, and you at least now you can email it instead of faxing. But the problem with that form is, yeah, it's 2 pages with a bunch of information, not just your width and height like normal, but also they want, you know, axle type, they want axle rating, they want tire rating, you know, maximum weight, the weight you're asking, and everything is in metric. You know, and I grew up in Russia, right? I grew up with metric, but over here everything is in inches and pounds, right? And so now when I fill up their form, I have to convert everything into kilograms and meters. And so anyway, so the long story short, it takes me a long time to fill out this application. And then at the end, this form, which has like fields, right, that you can fill in, and then it says save or print. And the problem is, as soon as you save, whatever you entered is baked in. You know how, like Acrobat, right? Like any Acrobat PDF, usually you can go in and you can correct it, you can delete it, right? No, as soon as you click save on this particular form, it's baked in. So when she says correct the type of the axle, I cannot just go to the same form I have on my computer and you know, delete truck and type in something, right? Because it's already baked in, so I have to do a new one all over it again. I'm telling you, it was getting frustrated. And so she did not like 3 things on the first application. So I sent her the correction. And finally at 4 o'clock she calls me. Sergei, this is Mia. And I was so happy. I thought she's calling me to get my, you know, credit card number. So I said, so how's my permit? Well, I asked you to submit corrections. Wait. I said, I sent you a corrected version because what I did is I cut out, you know, like in school. I cut out a piece of paper and I taped it with a tape on the form that I had printed out, and I just wrote by hand: steer, lift, drive, trailer 1, booster 1. And I sent it to her. So it looks like she never received it, or she didn't look at it. So now 4 o'clock she's telling me that I owe her corrections. And we're talking. But she can call me, I cannot call her. Because the call goes to the call center, like I mentioned, right? And so we're talking. I said, while we're on the phone, can we please correct this? Can you just, you know, correct it, right? Yourself on the phone. I said, I'm sorry, but if I start filling that stupid form again, it'll take me half a day. No, it's a legal document. I cannot do that. You have to resubmit with your signature. And I said, okay, if I do that, it's 4 o'clock now. Will I get my permit today, Wednesday? And she says, oh, I don't know. I'm going home at 5 o'clock and I have other applications I'm working on. And that's it. You know, I've had it sitting in that stupid truck stop since Monday. I said, please cancel my application. And I just hang up. And then I emailed the all permits, whatever, like the generic email, and I copied her just so that they have the record. I said, please cancel the application. Your permit processor, Mia, is super hard to work with. Guys hauling a full flatbed of Sea-Doo products. You know those sea bikes? And this is the town of Prescott, Ontario. And for those who like to follow my route, so this is still 401, and we are 45 miles or 77 kilometers west of Cornwall. So I'm going east, and lots of cops today. One of them is passing me right now. And OPP, Ontario Provincial Police, that's what they drive. They drive Dodge Chargers, black, and then the door on each side is white and the roof is white. And in the back it says police, on the side it says OPP, Opera Peter, Ontario Provincial Police. So basically it's like state police in US. No time to record today. I'll be happy if I'll be lucky if I catch. Okay, hold on. Can I put the basket down? Put this down. Well, I just spent probably 3 hours here, Look at this. I think I'm just gonna throw this out because this not gonna even wash. Because all the, look over here it's pavement, but over there it's all dirt. And check this out. This is the first time we load it like this. Like I said, I have to have the booster separated because I'm going tomorrow to Aberfoyle shop there, and they're gonna replace this this valve in there. But the place is very tight, so you cannot go inside with the booster down. And of course the Jeep, you know. And so I asked a guy here, a very nice guy, Spencer. Thank you, Spencer. He used my own machine, and we flipped the neck. And then first we load it like this. You see it's sitting in this kind of like cradle. And over here it sits like this, perfect. And here it touches, who cares? 2 chains, over there it's like this. And then I extended the legs all the way. And it just clears, see? So now I know it works. And that's my machine there in the distance, that Volvo with the bucket like this. So it was just, actually this took much longer. This probably took like 2 hours, you know. Like unloading by itself was, I don't know, half an hour. But unhooking the Jeep and then flipping the neck, dropping the Jeep, you know, rehooking to the trailer. And you see where my kingpin is? So I use my 80, what is this, 81 position. So this way I'm nice and short. All right, so now is 5 o'clock. And I have to be tomorrow in Guelph. I'm not sure how is that possible, but let's see how many hours I have left here. Okay, if we put work, because it has saves my my address for my yard as work, directions, 447 kilometers. Ah, it's okay. As long as I do like
west on Ivor Road.
As long as I do like at least 200, I can get up like at 5 o'clock. Let's see how much time I have here on my log. Shoot. Cycle rule is Canada. All right, but how much time do I have left? Come on. Well, I started at 6 and I drove 7 hours 47 minutes, so you can drive 13 hours, so I can still drive 5 hours. I should be okay. So yeah, I just need to get somewhere to 401. All right, so yeah, this is like a quiet area. You see Volvo. The sun is already setting. Yeah, I really need to get rid of this stuff, because otherwise all my, you see, by the end of all this, by this ordeal, my gloves were all wet with sweat, and it was taking forever to put them on, you know, those tight ones. And I just threw them out. I had to work with my bare hands, and then I remembered that I have these gloves I used for Nordic walking, so they came in pretty handy. Anyway, so this is it. So sorry I showed you like what 10 seconds of unloading, but it was very hectic and very muddy, very dirty. So the plan now is to get home, install the headers, get the truck fixed, and I already have a new load, which is actually perfect because it's going to New Jersey, and I'll be able to pick up my my flip axle, and I'll just need to get rid of the Jeep, and I'll probably call the wreck, and we'll unstack the booster and turn it into a quad, because the load I'm picking up, they were not sure what it is, but I suspect it's like a piling rig. They said 82,000 pounds, so I know I need a lot of axles in the back, because if it has a boom, it puts lots of weight in the back of the trailer. So that's it. So one more adventure is behind me. I took a picture of the excavator on the ground, sent an email, load delivered, and I said we'll send POD later tonight, proof of delivery, which is my signed, see over there, my signed paperwork. Spencer, the receiver, signed. And that's it. Then tomorrow morning I can send all my stuff to my factoring company and get paid and go and celebrate after I have the headers.